he starts off by kind of being like, hey, are you okay? And I was like, well, fuck. And I was like, yes. Because by the way, I think you lived on my floor freshman year. It's like, no, I fucking didn't.
No, I didn't. You don't know me. Move on.
In this moment, you have no fucking idea who I am. What is up, everybody? It's Sam, and we are back with another episode of Pessimistic at Best, the podcast. Returning guest and friend of the pod, Nikki.
Yo, what's up?
Okay, when Jibs called you Michael earlier, it kind of made me think about, like, I still call you Mickey most of the time.
Sure.
Do most people call you Mick at this point in your life?
It's like a joke that, like, I know when I've met you by what you've called me.
Yeah,
you know,
totally.
If people call me Mike, I'm like, oh, we grew up together.
Yeah.
People call me Mickey, I was like, oh, college.
Yep.
And, Mick, it's,
Yeah.
I've met you after college. And it is truly just whatever you feel like calling me
Totally.
at the moment.
I feel like sometimes when I'm saying it out loud in front of you, I'll say Mick because everyone else is doing that.
Sure.
But I think when I talk about you to other people, I call you Mickey.
Yeah. I mean, Owen still calls me Mickey.
Yeah.
It's perfectly fine.
That's who you are to me.
That's what that was like. Speaking of, that was like the name on my freshman year door.
Totally.
Was Mickey.
I can transport myself back to that place.
And it's because when I showed up, well, first and foremost, I showed up 4 days before everyone else because I was a janitor, and I had to
You
go
were not.
I was a Sellery janitor.
No way.
Yeah, so I had to come early to get like orientation.
Of course,
So
I remember all of the. Yeah, if you worked for the school, you got early
Correct.
orientation.
So I showed up 4 days. I moved into my Sellery, my dorm 4 days before everyone else. And it was me and
Brag.
Luke McGovern,
Okay.
if you recall.
Yeah.
We were the only two people on our floor.
Okay.
We were-
he had a campus job too.
Yeah, he was dining hall.
Okay. Classic.
and
Gordon's.
Gordon's, correct,
Okay.
the G spot. And our RA, Lauren
Yes.
Riegert, I believe her name was.
Yeah.
Because it was three people on the floor. It was me, Luke, and our house fellow or whatever it was called.
Crazy.
I know. I had to like go in and be like, she made like these beautiful name tags for the doors that were, I think, like Horton Hears a Who themed or something.
That's ringing a
And
bell.
mine said Mike. And I had already, prior to moving to school, decided that I was going to change my name. But I was too nervous to like.
You're like, I'm reinventing myself.
I'm going to reinvent myself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, you think you can make one that says Mickey?
Wait, that makes it 10 times better.
And she's like, yeah, like, was it supposed to be? I was like, no, I've decided right now. Like, I'm going by Mickey now.
I'm doing something different this year.
And I'm sure I've said this a million times, but the reason is I went to school, high school, 125 people graduating class.
Oh,
like
that's it.
7 of them were Michael.
Okay, totally.
It was like almost 1 in 10 people at my high school were Michael.
I did grow up with a lot of Michaels.
And then additionally, Michael O'Donnell, my like best friend growing up, 1st through 12th grade, Michael O'Donovan.
No way.
Yes, we're next to each other at the lockers in high school. We were in the same classes in grade school.
That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
I was just constantly mixed up my whole life. So I was like, I don't want that to
We
happen
gotta switch it
again.
up.
Other Michael, or like, also I'm one of 4 Michaels in my immediate family.
Yeah.
So
Wow,
I
that's
was-
crazy.
I know.
Okay, totally. I can understand wanting to be a little different.
Right. Uncle Michael, Grandpa Michael, etc.
You have to carve your own
I
path.
carved my own path. So I'm like, screw it. Mick or Mickey, I went by. I don't
Yeah.
know why I chose Mickey. Mick is such a better name. But yeah, and then the rest is history.
Okay, well, I have a story to tell you about Luke McGovern.
I would love that.
And I'm really excited to tell it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so when's the last time you saw him?
Oh man, it's been some time. We do talk though.
Yeah.
We text semi-oftenly.
Okay, that's cool.
He still makes music with Drew.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool.
So
okay.
I've actually, like, his last couple albums I've been on.
Wait, that's
I don't know
sick.
if I've seen him in person in like
Okay.
a while.
Well, okay. Have you ever heard of the coffee shop Wonder State in Madison?
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
been?
I'm sure at some point.
So it's on the square.
Mm-hmm.
It's all glass. Their whole thing is like it's a bunch of glass.
Okay.
And I was in Madison for work. I lived here at the time. So this was like maybe only 2 years ago. And maybe not even. It could have been last year. And I was home for a work trip. And I was staying on the square. Like my company put me up. It was like my company summit. So me and a bunch of my coworkers all staying in the same hotel. And then before we walked to work in the morning, people were like, you guys want to grab coffee? We went to Wonder State, whatever. It's early in the morning. It's like 7 a.m. It is dead fucking silent in there.
Right.
And there were some people kind of like working and doing their thing, and it's all glass. And I was like, oh, maybe I'm hungry. Maybe I'll buy something for breakfast. And I went to go, I'm with like my manager and one of my other coworkers. And I was like, oh, I'm going to go get a closer look at the quiche, obviously.
Oh, right. You gotta get close about the quiche.
I gotta get a closer look. And I totally went to go have a peek over the quiche because I thought that was available space to me.
Mm-hmm.
I slammed my head into the glass. Like
like a bird into a window. It was so clean. You just had butted the display case.
Like so fucking hard. And
It's quiet in there, and everyone's gonna look.
And everybody turns to look at me, of course. Oh my God, I was so mortified. And I'm with like my manager and whatever. I try to like laugh it off. There's like my smudge on the glass.
Forehead smudge.
Yes. And of all things, like I'm trying to get a closer look at a fucking quiche.
Yeah, right.
It's horrible.
Guess what? It's gonna be like every other quiche you've ever had. I promise you, it doesn't taste any different.
100%, it's eggs.
And then any other like coffee house quiche.
No, right. They're all kind of doing the same thing. I think they might actually be sharing the recipe.
Big quiche.
And so I slammed my head in the glass. I'm trying to recover. I'm laughing about it. Like, it was so crazy. And then I get up to the cash register to check out and buy my stuff or whatever. Luke McGovern is working there. Haven't seen him in years. I actually don't even know if I recognized him at first. He starts off by kind of being like, hey, are you okay? I was like, well, fuck. And I was like, yes. Yeah, all good.
When did it click? Like, what did you have like a moment of like,
well, I was kind of looking at him and I was like, fuck, you look kind of familiar. Like, why am I feeling even more embarrassed? Mm-hmm. And then he was kind of like, oh, well, I'm glad you're okay, blah, blah. And he goes, by the way, I think you lived on my floor freshman year. It's like, no, I fucking didn't.
No, I didn't. You don't know me. Move on.
In this moment, you have no fucking idea who I am. Oh my God. I was like, of course I did. Yeah. Awesome to see you.
Great. Hi. I'm doing great. I hope you are too.
Yeah. Yes, obviously I'm doing awesome. So
I'm really happy to hear that, you know.
Yeah, that's the last time I saw him.
We've all cupped in touch in our ways. You know, headbutted his quiche. And,
yeah, I'm really awesome about that moment. I like haven't gone back since. I don't want to go in there again. It's not a safe space.
He doesn't work there anymore.
He doesn't? Okay.
I think he's since moved to the Twin Cities. So
oh, really?
You're safe. I think you can go try the quiche.
The thing is, I think that I should never be surrounded by that much glass is what I've learned.
I like kind of understand it. I mean, I'm not. I don't know if I've run into glass, but a screen door hates to see me coming, especially after 3 to 5 drinks. That's invisible.
Yeah,
and I don't have my glasses on. Like,
no, you're fucked. You don't stand a chance.
That's nothing. I'm walking through that thing.
Yeah, literally. Right. One of us is going to move and it's not going to be me.
Not going to be me. And to be clear, I know it's there, but it's more of a, pride thing.
Totally.
I'm not getting out of the way.
No, of course. Yeah. It's a bit of a standoff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But okay.
So, yeah. And that's the last time I saw him. Anyway, hope he's doing great. Were you guys random roommates?
Kind of. I had met him a couple times prior. He's from the south side of Chicago. He's from like the polar opposite of from where I grew up. And I met him because he like dated. And again, this is junior year of, early senior year of high school. So like the concept of dating is not really real. But
so true.
He like dated a friend of mine and we were like immediate friends. And then they like broke up 3 weeks later because that's how high school relationships go.
Classic.
And And he was like, he reached out to me. I was like, hey man, I don't want to live with a stranger. Like, you seem to be cool the 2 times we've met. And I was like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's real.
And so it worked out great because, also just like having a roommate that if they have a ride home from school for Christmas is like
so
huge.
True.
Or like even to split the Badger bus home is like really kind of nice.
See, I didn't have to worry about that as a Madison local, but
that's true.
I get it.
Like how close were you? Like, how close was Sellery to your home? 20
minutes.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Like, did you like that, or did you think that detracted from your college experience?
I think it was a little bit of both, because I remember when, like, I first moved, I really did try to make an effort to, like, kind of cut my parents off. Like, sure. I was like, I'm going to do this proper. I don't want to talk to you. Right.
You don't want to go home and do your laundry once every Sunday.
Yeah. Although then I realized that is kind of a nice perk.
That's huge. Yeah, that would be awesome.
And I think for me, also, like, as an only child, this was my first time really having to sort of share it all. And yeah, that really rocked my world. I remember seeing the size of my room and being like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Like, it's so small. And on top of that, I remember a couple times.
It's smaller than the room we're currently in. I know that's hard for viewers to see, but like that is like unbelievable that like a year of your life was set like in a bathroomless, air conditioning-less, box
with bunk beds
with a stranger, more or less.
Yeah.
Like, and you're just like, and they're like, don't kill each other.
Literally.
And also, you're away from your parents for the first time. College is hard, by the way. High school is easy.
Yeah, so true.
And I heard you've never done laundry in your life, so good luck doing that.
So many new skills we had to learn all at once.
In like 3 days.
Completely. And like for me too, I remember specifically a couple times like early on in school, like I needed to have a good cry. And I was like, there is nowhere I can go on this godforsaken campus that I could be alone. Nowhere.
Oh, I could tell you exactly where.
I would love to know.
Like just the far side of our building, because you could only leave out those 1 doors.
Yeah.
If you went to the other side, no one was there, and that's where I would like chain smoke cigarettes and sob. Okay,
well, you never told me.
I'm sorry. We weren't that tight freshman year.
I know. Well, sometimes you do have to kind of keep your cry spot a secret.
Absolutely. That was for me. That
secret.
Was for me and only me.
Yeah. No, I did.
Or the steps outside of the engineering building.
Well, yeah.
That was my favorite.
Well, and people are going to see you there, though.
Yeah, I didn't really care, though.
I was doing kind of a lot of crying on the Lakeshore Path.
Yeah.
That was a good spot for me.
That was a good spot, for sure.
There were a lot of people there, but at least I was surrounded by beauty.
On top of Union South, no one went up there.
Okay.
You could cry up there.
When did we get Union South? Did we always have Union South?
I realized that a lot of people didn't know. Like, I always lived by it.
Yeah.
A lot of people lived on the other side of campus.
Yeah.
Because I always lived on Regent.
Yep.
Which is by Camp Randall. This is a Madison podcast.
Yeah, welcome to UW.
So I went all the time, and also this is so niche. There was a place called Ginger Root inside of it that was like a rice and orange chicken joint.
I have had it,
and I spent $10,000 there over 4 years because it was the best food. I dream about it still.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was my place to go.
Okay.
Because I also really tried to be an engineer. Gave it 2 good years of my life. Didn't work, obviously, but
the old college try.
Oh, the old college try specifically. So I was there just all the time.
Yeah. He will want to be on the podcast.
Hey, you want to come on the podcast?
He's allergic. Don't do it.
No, it's okay. I'm too drunk to worry about that. I'll deal with the consequences tomorrow.
Does it last that long?
No, honestly, I'll forget about it.
Okay.
It's just if I just can't touch my face, I'm gonna. But I just,
no, right.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't going to Union South like that.
I was kind of off. I mean, I was my Whisk card that was loaded up by Mom. Love you.
Totally.
Shout
out.
I never spent $1 anywhere else. Why would I go to a restaurant?
No, right. You have to spend your own money there.
I had to spend my own money there, and I have to spend my own money on booze,
Right.
Or
more important things.
Just other stupid shit.
Yes.
I can't remember what it was, but it certainly wasn't a vegetable.
Yeah, how boring.
Boring.
So many other better ways to spend your money. Were you a dining hall person? Were you going to Gordon's?
Every day.
Me too.
You know what a lot of people didn't know? You could order a pizza from Gordon's and they would deliver.
I didn't know that.
I did it all the time. This was the original when I texted you to be on this podcast a while ago. I was like, we want to talk shit about the people on our floor, but now we're just going to tell fun stories. Do you remember Zoe Cannabis?
Yeah.
I love her to death. Miss you, Zoe. She's now getting married to my friend Jason, who was
no way.
Jeff's roommate.
No way.
Yeah, I introduced them.
What floor did Jeff live on?
He lived.
Was he in Whitty?
You were on the far side from me, right? Do you remember Lauren and Ryan? Lauren,
yes.
Loren guy,
yes.
Lauren?
Yes.
Jeff lived immediately above.
Okay.
Like one floor.
Okay.
So I met Jeff because I walked upstairs and he was just there.
Sounds like something he would do.
And he offered me a Coors Light and said, "You want to watch Cops?" And then we've
obviously
just been
the answer is yes
ever since.
Wait, that's beautiful.
But where was I going with this? This was a good story, I swear. Lauren and Ryan lived across from me. You
Something
lived like
about Gordon's?
4 doors down.
Pizza.
Right. Gordon's. Me and Zoe, who lived immediately to the right of our place, would just get stoned as fuck and order a pizza, and it was like you could get whatever you wanted on it. So like you're getting the craziest things on it. So me, Zoe, Lauren, and Luke would like sit in my like big ass, gross ass beanbag chair that, you bought from Target or wherever. And it like smelled like shit and it was dusty as hell.
Totally.
It was just awful.
We
would sit on that and you used to take like empty toilet paper rolls and stuff dryer sheets in them. And then you could exhale your weed smoke through them.
And it wouldn't smell?
And it would filter them.
Did that work?
I doubt it. I'm sure Lauren, our house fellow, was well aware that
God bless
everyone
her.
was smoking weed. I mean,
totally.
It's Wisconsin. Like everyone is well aware of
Yeah.
smoking weed in the dorms.
Nothing else to do.
There's nothing else to do. 2 beautiful lakes, a nature path, Hoosiers. I didn't do any of that. Yeah. I smoked weed in my dorm and ordered pizza.
Obviously.
And watched Cops.
I did not know you could order pizza.
It was awesome.
I was totally going to get pizza.
They'll literally bring it to your dorm. It was great.
Well, because now they have all the robots.
Yeah.
You could sort of just do whatever you
clankers.
Want. Yeah, literally.
I'm so down to be like, I don't know the term. It's not racist, but like speciesist against like the robots. Like
totally,
I love it. Like I see those things delivered. Like
I am humanizing them though in this way. Sometimes when I see them struggle to cross the street,
they give them names and they give them eyes. Don't fall for it. This is how the Terminator started.
I'm falling for it.
Don't fall for it. They're bad. Kick them over.
It's like Cleo can't cross the street.
Screw him. He took a job. From a guy with a moped.
No, totally. I know. Let's give it back to the guys on mopeds.
I can't stand them. If they get in my way. I mean, it's the same thing with like bird scooters.
Yeah.
Like if one of the, like, I use them, don't get me wrong. So I'm fully like taking advantage of
I'm scared of them. I don't use them.
I only use them when I'm a little too drunk and it's a little too late. Like,
because then it's so much less scary.
It's so scary. I'm flying down the street. I'm soaring like an eagle.
And I'm brave.
I'm brave.
In that moment.
And I can't die. And I'm not wearing a helmet,
I have been on them though, where like in certain areas, they will purposefully slow down.
Yeah.
Flop.
Big time.
How boring is that?
And that you also, I'm pretty sure, can't even operate them past midnight in Chicago anymore.
Really?
Yeah, they just don't even turn on.
Because they're worried everyone's going to throw them in the lake.
I think more like drinking, but yeah, that too.
I think there have to be so many at the bottom of the lake at this point.
Oh, I guarantee it. I mean, some of my favorite videos on the internet are people driving city bikes into Lake Michigan.
Totally, it's awesome.
I know that's like bad, and that is like a public resource, and like you shouldn't do that.
Really great content.
Damn, is it funny?
Yeah, totally.
I'm so about it. I would never waste
I know.
resources like that.
Right.
I wish I could do a little bit of vandalism because a piece of me, like truly, like
who's stopping you?
Like I feel like I've lost a little bit of my like rebellious soul, you know, since turning 29.
Okay, we gotta bring it back.
30, and I want to do a little bit of vandalism, or like I want to do a little bit of like shoplifting, but like obviously not from like
I want you to do that
a
too.
local store or a small business. I would never do that. I can't steal from Mariano's because they got cameras. I can't steal from Target because they got cameras. So it's like, how do I get this itch to be a little bad?
I know.
I want to drive a Lime scooter into the lake. I want to drive, Oh,
there's got to be a way.
There's got to be a way to be like a little bit bad.
Yeah.
And it can't just be like smoking weed in the apartment.
Not everyone's doing that.
The lease says I can't smoke weed in. Like that doesn't scratch the same itch for me.
No, we've been doing that for years.
I've been doing that my whole life.
Okay.
So how do you rebel?
Low grade. Yeah. I think for me personally, gosh, how do I? I'm like so boring these days. I'm like, maybe I'm sort of doing like jaywalking.
I got news for you. That doesn't count.
It's usually on accident. I'm not even proud to do it when I do it.
It's just how you cross the street.
I know. Has anyone ever actually gotten in trouble for that? There's no way.
I'd certainly not in Chicago. There are places. I remember and I'm not speaking from experience. I'm just speaking from stories. My friends who went to U of I, they'll ticket you if you jaywalked on that campus.
So they're bored there.
Correct.
Yeah.
You're right.
They need, and that's why they need more sort of low grade rebellion.
Exactly.
I think maybe like not paying for the bus could be an option for you.
But I feel so guilty.
I know, and sometimes it is like I just want to pay for the bus.
I just want to pay for the bus.
It's
I want to
$2.
And also like I don't want to like steal from a public resource. I want to steal from a big
true.
company. But the problem is they got really good at catching me.
I know they are sort of doing big surveillance in a major way.
Like I can't even like use someone else's Netflix anymore. I can't even do like a little bit of corporate espionage.
That is so true.
I want a way to be able to like rebel against the man that won't have lasting consequences on my future.
Yeah.
But also kind of get that, spirit out of me a little bit.
For sure. We're doing sort of bootleg TV and movies. That's something we're doing.
That's, fun.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it and it would scare me. You guys like torrenting shit?
Yeah, kind of. I think. Is that the word? A friend is.
Yeah, I bet.
And we're a part of the service.
Yeah, friend's doing it. Oh, yeah. I'm not my drugs officer. I'm holding them for a friend.
Which does feel good because it allows me to watch things that I'm like, oh, well, we can't support the artist. But in this case, I'm not.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, what's like a bad
Woody Allen movie?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, there we go.
Those are a good option. I don't necessarily even want to see anymore.
Sure. I don't know if I've seen one. I don't know if I
definitely have. Yeah, he's a little bit tainted now, isn't he?
Now? I don't know if he's ever been
fair.
In the last 20 years.
I didn't really know his lore.
Well,
but I've learned. I've
his
since
wife
learned.
used to be his daughter, so.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, that's awesome. I love when guys do stuff like that.
Yeah, that's so sick. See, that's the kind of rebellion I don't want to partake in.
No, that is taking it a couple steps too far.
That's a little too far. I just want to do a little bit of theft.
Yeah.
Or a little bit of like.
I used to steal a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I stole a lot of things for a while. That was fun for a long time and I never really got caught. But then I was with a friend one time and she was, we were all kind of agreed to steal a bunch of stuff, but we all put in her bag
from like an Ulta or like.
We're talking Urban Outfitters on State Street.
Right.
Maxwell Street.
College.
Maxwell Street days.
Oh, I thought you were talking like high school.
This was in high school, I think.
You were an adult.
But it was, I was.
Oh, you're from Madison.
I'm from Madison.
Right.
But it was Maxwell Street days. And I think I was still stealing a little bit in college, but I stole a lot in high school. I was stealing from the H&M in the Westtown Mall in a way that you would not believe. Yep, haven't paid for anything from there.
Right. Yeah.
But that's when I can that's
what
like a good
H&M,
place to steal from. Yeah.
What are you doing? You're walking in the changing room?
Totally, I'm putting it all
putting
on.
a top on, then putting a sweatshirt over, then leaving?
Yep.
Got it.
And I put a couple in my bag.
Sure.
Yeah, maybe I'll steal some earrings.
See, like I've never done that. I've never done petty crime like that.
Really?
I would love to.
We also got into the habit in high school of stealing our booze because then you didn't need to get somebody older to do it for you.
So how would you do it? You'd walk into Quick Trip? Or
Woodman's.
Sure. And then what? Grab a bottle of vodka and shove it down your pants? Like
I would literally put it in the biggest purse that I had. And then I would walk out of the Woodman's.
They know, though, is the thing. They know that.
But they didn't ever get us in trouble.
Because you didn't steal enough.
I do think that stealing alcohol and being underage is that's 2 times the crime.
Yeah, that's a rite of passage.
Yeah,
you know.
Like you could totally get my ass on that.
I don't know if I ever stole from I've stolen alcohol from house parties.
Yeah.
I've walked out of a house party and seen a case on the front porch and been like, need that.
Mine.
Which is shitty. I'll be the first to admit.
No, I think there was a phase even where girls would go around and kind of like steal from like girls' drawers at house parties. Like, oh, shirt.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
that's why I didn't throw any.
Yeah. Where did you live most of college? Like
literally the embassy the whole time.
The
whole fucking time.
Embassy was right at the curve, right where Gorham became university?
Yeah.
On the south side of the street?
Yeah. So picture this. Sophomore year, moved in on the 6th floor, and me, Kayla, and our friend Jaden all lived together. And then just down the hall, like Zoe, Claire, all those girls all lived together.
Sure.
And so we were at each other's places literally all the time. Then the next year, Kayla and I moved in with like Brittany, Lauren, and some of the girls from 7A. And we moved up to the 7th floor. And then the other girls stayed in their place, and Jaden ended up moving in with them. So we were all still there. Senior year, we all decided to live together. We moved up to the penthouse.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. That's cool. Like 6 girls up there?
There were 6 of us and a fucking dog.
Brittany and Lauren.
Brittany and Lauren didn't live with us anymore there.
But Brittany and Lauren are so in my research I did today, because we were going to talk about all the people on our floor.
Yeah.
Am I correct that Brittany and Lauren are the 2 girls from our floor who also married guys from our floor?
Lauren is not married.
Then I'm thinking of someone else.
Kylie's married, but she's not married to a guy from our floor.
Wasn't there another Lauren? I don't even know if she was on our floor, but I knew. Do you remember Kevin Meyer?
Oh, yes.
See, I was doing research today. I was going through our mutual friends, obviously trying to figure out.
Yeah.
He's married. I don't know if she was on our floor, though. Her name was Lauren.
No, her name is maybe Elizabeth.
It is Elizabeth. 100%.
She didn't live on our floor, I don't think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But
she was friends with someone on our floor.
Yeah.
Like
which maybe is how they met.
Oh, I'm sure.
A 7A love story.
A 7A love story.
But Brittany did marry Brian.
Yes.
I was at the wedding.
Were you really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, they got married. What was that? Like August of last year? 2 years ago? Gosh, that might have been 2 years ago.
I didn't keep up with. I was friends with all that. I didn't keep up in the same way.
Kayla's really good about keeping up with them, and obviously she lived with Lauren, so I feel like through her I still get to see them. Plus, Kylie moved to Milwaukee, and so she still sees like some of my other girls. Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually knew that too, because now we're just talking friends. So
yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know if you remember my friend Mitch. He's a redhead.
Gosh, I feel like I would know a redhead.
You've probably been in the same room with him. He's come down enough, and he's friends with that one and such.
Okay.
On his own. But he was like, one day just like, how do you know Kylie and, Lauren? I was like, how the fuck do you know Kylie?
Yeah, like, totally.
That was one of those things. So that's how I knew they moved to Milwaukee.
Okay.
And granted, I never ran into them in Milwaukee, but
yeah,
the whole story is centered around that. So I knew
it totally.
I was talking to them in 8 years.
Well, because she lived here for a long time. She went to school here for, oh my God, ASMR that. Hell yes. Wait, good idea. I haven't had a sip. No, she went to school here for a bit. She lived with, do you know Lulu Buzrara? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Was she on our floor?
No.
But she was always around.
Yes, because they were all friends. So yeah, Lulu lives here, and I feel like I moved here and Kylie left. And I've seen Lulu since moving here. Honestly, not as much as I expected. I need to hit her up soon. But
it is just so crazy. I mean, it's like, we're kind of the first to get more philosophical about it. We're kind of the first generation of people that have probably kept up with their freshman year roommates.
Oh, totally.
Like my older sisters who are, 36, who didn't have Instagram,
Yeah, that's so true.
We maintain this sort of parasocial relationship with these people that we knew freshman year.
Yeah.
Like my sisters who are not much older than me they don't talk to people from college.
Yeah, totally.
It's because they didn't follow each other and just maintain
not as easy
in their lives.
Yeah.
Like, why do I know? Like, Brittany's married. Like,
totally.
Like just on a human level, I shouldn't know that.
Yeah.
We don't keep in touch. She was a wonderful person, and so is Brian, her husband.
Yeah.
Why do I know her husband's name? I never talked to him even in college.
Well, he
but
was
on a
on my
fundamental
side.
level, like, I shouldn't know this much information about someone I don't talk to.
I know we do know too much sometimes.
It kind of puts me on this level. It's like, am I better for knowing all these things?
I know.
Is it worse? comparison, the thief of joy in like your life.
Totally.
And I'm following all these people I don't know, but did know. What am I doing here anymore?
I know. Well, and I think it's very interesting because I have now had so many situations too in that same regard of like, I'll know so much about somebody and then I'll randomly run into them. And I can never tell which way to play it.
Yeah.
Do I be like, oh my God, I saw you got married and whatever, you had a kid and oh, now you're divorced. I'm so sorry.
Like, oh, what's new with you? Very well aware what's new with them.
And sometimes I'll just go for it because I'm like, I know a lot about you.
Oh, I pretend, you know.
But then sometimes they don't fuck with that.
Yeah. And I think it's like we are the first people to have to deal with that, you know, kind of way of life of like, I know everything you share on the internet, I know.
Yeah, I'm seeing.
And I'm seeing. Like,
yeah.
You're sharing it, I'm seeing it. So it does kind of come down to the individual of like, what do you share?
Totally.
You know?
Well, and then it's kind of like, let's not pretend you didn't post about this, queen.
Right.
I saw.
You put it out
I'm
there
consuming.
To your followers. I'm one of your followers. You know, heretofore.
Yes, I'm not being weird. You're being weird.
You're being weird. Actually. You're being weird.
Yeah, it's actually you. Yep. Yeah. No, I had fun freshman year. I think it was a learning opportunity for me because it was a lot of togetherness.
What do you think? I have my story is why I'm asking. What do you think like your most embarrassing or worst freshman year moment was?
Well, I already know for a fact that James broke up with me right before we went to college, which was awesome. And so I specifically remember the first night even staying in the dorms. Poor Jane, God bless her if she's listening.
Jane, oh, I love Jane.
Me
dude.
too.
Happy birthday. You think I forgot
Jane.
That joke?
She's going to love that. And James famously never went out.
Was Jane your roommate?
Yeah.
I thought it was Kayla.
No, we were just her and I were high school best
friends. Was she
friends.
not on our floor?
Kayla was on our floor.
Okay.
Yeah, she lived with Lauren.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like literally 2 doors down. So essentially, yes.
Got it.
But yeah, and poor Jane, James never went out in high school and then decided upon breaking up with me that he might want to start going to parties. And then I like saw him out at this party. So of course.
Did you say I never went out in high school?
Yeah. You hated going out in high school.
We went to like every party together.
Yeah, and you didn't like it.
Hated it.
No, that started more in college.
Not based on my memory. I just remember like being so mad that he was at this party. So then of course I got blacked out, which is awesome.
This is like first month freshman year type thing.
100%.
Got it.
Such a normal way to behave. And then
I have a story about both of you. after this, actually.
Oh, I'm scared.
That just came rushing back to me.
Yay! Perfect. So yes, I got blacked out at this party, and then of course somehow I'd made it back to my dorm room, which is literally amazing. But of course I'm up in my fucking bunk bed, and Jane had just purchased a new rug for our room.
Oh.
And I yacked off the side of my bunk bed all over her brand new carpet.
Sorry, dude.
Yep. And so I did end up waking up in the morning so surprised that I had done that. Like I truly had no idea. Sure. And I was like, I am just going to roll this up and throw it out.
I mean, like, if your worst story is like seeing an ex at a party and throwing up on your roommate's like, you know, new rug, like consider yourself lucky.
I mean, I'm sure there's
not
worse.
That bad, you know.
So true. We've all been there.
My not so embarrassing story was getting hammered with Nick Amini, also on the floor.
Yes.
Kitty cornered me, and I actually messaged him earlier this week in preparation because I couldn't remember his roommate's name, Yuman, exchanged from China.
Yeah.
No one knows where he's at. No one's been able to keep up with him.
Yeah.
But
that makes sense.
He also just got engaged, so I had to both ask him about his roommate and congratulate him on getting engaged in the same voice message that was at 2 a.m.
Perfect.
What was the rest of my story with? It's a late night. We're in the den. We're like drinking, you know, high lifes or whatever.
Classic.
It's like me, Nick Amini, like whoever else, and I go, you know what? I want a mohawk. And
this is
do you remember
ringing a bell.
Yeah. Yeah. He shaved a mohawk into my head at about 4 a.m. And it's like not like this is important, but like this was Saturday, and the following Monday, I had my first like frat chapter meeting. So I showed up to like, I just got accepted into like a frat, and I showed up with a mohawk.
And they're like, we've made a huge mistake.
No, like actually, that's something someone said out loud. And
have you always been an impulsive person?
I'm like literally bald and without a mustache. The last time you saw me, I had hair and a mustache. That's like my favorite thing to do.
Totally.
Is to get a little sad and shave everything off my body.
Respect.
It's like what I do.
That's awesome.
I walked home the other day. I'm like, Grace, I think I'm going to shave my mustache. She's like, bad day at work. I was like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I need it. You're like girls with bangs.
Oh, 100%. But, you know, I just do it all off right away.
That's awesome.
But so he shaved my mustache, or I'm sorry, my mohawk. Showed that the following day, Katie Sellery, speaking of people on her floor, did a better job. Nick did
clean
a little,
it up.
did a little bit of a crazy hack shot. I just remember Katie being like, Mick, go to the bathroom, man. Like I'm gonna fix this for you. I remember just being like, thank you so much.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
But the funniest thing about that, and so I fell asleep with a mustache after like my first frat party or whatever. Mustache. I keep saying mustache. I mean mohawk. I fell asleep with a mohawk on Nick Amini's floor in his dorm room.
Classic.
And he took my phone and he took a picture of me on my phone and posted it on my Facebook and Instagram. Me dead asleep on the floor with a mohawk that my mom didn't know I had.
Of course.
At this time.
Of course.
And then I slept till 2 p.m. the following day.
On the floor? You got up and moved over to your room.
I woke up in my bed. I don't remember when that happened. But
that's so awesome how we could do that.
4 missed calls from my mom. I go, hello.
About the mohawk?
I go, hi, Mom. She goes, Michael, what the shit? I've never heard my mom swear prior to this point. She's like, do we need to be worried? I was like, no, I just like wanted a mohawk.
Oh my God, I like how she's like, this is a cry for help.
It certainly was a cry for help.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Anytime I do something crazy with my hair, it's a cry for help.
Totally.
100%.
Yeah, no, I think that's kind of, that's a rite of passage. That's awesome. I think that this is a story I'm not even really proud to share, but something that I really struggled with was also the shared bathroom situation. I was so used to having my own private space. Yeah. And I have what I would like to call poop shyness. And so
right there with your sister.
Really not an awesome environment for somebody who would prefer to go number 2 alone.
You're getting up early.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I am fine. My routine has changed.
Yeah.
And I would like literally, if nobody was in the bathroom, I would like smash the dryer.
Yeah.
Shit as fast as I possibly could while that noise was going on in case anyone would possibly come in.
60 seconds type thing.
Literally.
Yeah, no, I
and then I would flush the second that it hit the water.
This is It's like how I shit at brunch. You know, I don't want anyone to know that I'm shitting at brunch.
Right.
So I got to go bathroom. Before I even hit the seat, I'm like, I got it. It has to happen, but no one can know.
No.
Understood. Yeah.
It's kind of better to actually be already going first before you even get to the bathroom.
Yes, exactly. You kind of you prepare your body to make sure that there's no time between.
No, we have to go really fast.
I understand.
Record
but my
speed.
embarrassing story about you two.
Right. Yes.
Where did you live freshman year? Were you in Whitty?
I started in whatever it's called.
Cronsage.
Hey, James.
And then I went to Smith halfway through.
Was Cronsage in Lakeshore? Or was
Yeah.
Okay, you were way out there then.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you an awesome story about that after this.
Last choice, pretty much.
Yeah, no one wants to live in Lakeshore.
I wanted to be in the cool party dorms.
I mean, you ended up in Smith, which was like the close enough to party dorms, but you had like a room. Like you had like high ceilings.
A walk-in closet, no less.
Walk-in closet, yeah. You had like the...
For all 5 of your shirts.
Yeah.
I want to hear the story though.
I just prefacing, you guys were in a fight, clearly.
We were in a fight for the first 2 years of college.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah,
absolutely.
It's cool.
I remember me and Luke McGovern, my roommate, we like stayed in. It was like a Saturday night, and we're like, you know what, like I'm gonna say like, oh, we just didn't feel like going out. We weren't invited anywhere, and we didn't have booze or whatever. You know, like, we just felt like saying it. No, we just had no friends.
Right.
But I like have this like crazy memory of us playing Halo 3, and like sitting. It was like summer, and it was hot. And we had a fan in the window, and we were playing Halo, and it was just deathly hot. And you guys were in a pretty loud fight in the hallway. And your bedroom was between mine and the bathroom.
Yeah.
And so me and Luke were like,
dude, oh, for sure, I'd be listening too.
So me and Luke are doing like a covert mission to run the other way up the stairwell to go to the bathroom on the 8th floor.
Stop! That's so funny.
And then, okay, and I kid you not, this is all coming back to me in a flash. So I don't know what is memory and what is just like implanted memory. But I remember you like walking with Kayla the next day, like home from Gordon's or whatever, and you know, obviously we live in the same direction. I remember you just going like, and we were both so high, so like
Yep, perfect. That's
you guys
awesome.
were having like a real hard. You were shirtless, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Wait, the door was open?
You guys were arguing in the hallway.
Yeah.
What? I was shirtless?
I feel like we would fight by the elevator sometimes.
Or was something like that.
That's so lame. I don't remember that at all.
Like, and like, truth be told, I don't know how much of this memory is real and what is like, you know.
You're like, James was shirtless, maybe?
I hope James was shirtless. I don't remember how much of this story is a real story or what is like dreamt.
I would assume most of it. That's fucked.
Yeah, it sounds like something we would do.
I mean, guys, come on.
I know.
It was freshman year.
Totally.
I remember like breaking up with my high school girlfriend via phone.
Hey, it's better than text.
It was text first, for sure. Like, I'm not better than that. And then like, oh my gosh, she's right. And like moping around, like until like my upstairs neighbors came and like dragged me out of a funk. Like I was like so torn. How can I continue? How can she forgive me?
No, that's classic.
2 minutes later, I'm
We all
trying to
have
make
to
out
do
with
it.
anyone on the floor.
Of
like,
course.
You know, it did nothing.
To make yourself feel
To
better.
make myself feel good. I just my shitty 2-year college or high school relationship just ended.
Right.
Obviously, I have to try and make out with Katie Sellery, you know?
Yeah, that's the only next natural
Sorry,
choice. Okay, well, I want to tell you a story about James getting into Cronsage. So picture this. Did you have a physics unit?
Just real quick, is Cronsage like the international one? Or was it further than that?
It was right by
It wasn't on
Dejob.
University Ave, was it?
No.
Right
It
by
was further than
Dejob.
that.
Or whatever. Dejob?
Oh, it's way out there by Dejob.
Yeah. Couldn't be
I
further.
mean, it is like way fucking out there. It's like
It's so far away.
it's like an hour and a half walk.
Separate campus. Separate campus. Okay, did you have a physics unit in your like senior year of high school?
Yes.
Same. And part of our physics unit was we would go on this physics field trip that was just like Six Flags, and you were supposed to like do a worksheet
Yeah.
and do physics
Yeah,
stuff, but ultimately we're riding roller coasters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
We had something similar, but yeah.
So it's that day,
Mhm.
which also just so happens to be James's birthday,
Mm.
June 4th, senior year of high school. And we were on the bus on the way to Six Flags, and everybody who had gotten into Madison was starting to get their dorm assignments like that day.
Mhm.
And so I'm checking my phone. Kayla and I find out that we're on the same floor.
Just real quick, for you guys were dating at this time?
Yeah.
And you were going to college together. Got it.
Yeah,
Got
which
it.
is awesome. He was maybe going to go
No-
to
no
Indiana.
pressure.
Yeah. Yes, which is why he broke up with me the morning before we moved into our dorms.
Absolutely. I literally did the same thing with my like dead ass. I know, like dead serious. And she was supposed to come to Madison.
No way.
She like decided not to.
Because you broke up with her.
No, I broke up with her. We were gonna like do long distance.
Okay.
And then like the day I moved to college, I broke up with her via text message. So like
Totally.
everyone's had this experience is my point. And I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're so good. I think it is kind of the normal thing to do. However, it was devastating at the time.
Obviously, yeah. You're 18.
Yeah. Ruined my life. No worries.
Sure.
But and so
in your beautiful apartment with your 2 cats.
yeah, it all worked out in the end, didn't it? And so we're on our way and everyone's getting their assignments. I found out I'm on Kayla's floor. We find out Zoe's like 2 floors below us. Our friend Claire is in Whitty, so she's just across the way. And James pulls his up and he finds out that he's in Cronsage.
That's gotta suck.
So he's already so mad, completely stopped speaking to me on the bus, like won't talk to me the rest of the bus ride.
It's your fault.
And then whatever, we get to the park. I immediately go on a ride with some friends. You and some of your friends had like pop brownies or whatever. So they did those.
Oh, you were a bad boy in high school. Oh.
Yes, obviously. Why was I attracted to him?
He's a rebel without a cause.
That's my low grade rebellion. Is dating the guy doing pop brownies.
Who did pop brownies at Six Flags for the physics trip. Yeah.
Yeah, homemade, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So didn't see him again until like the school sanctioned lunchtime.
Mm-hmm.
And we all come back for lunch. It's like noon. And he is like the color of this sofa. Green in the face.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you're not really looking so
Roller
good.
coasters.
Yeah.
Right.
Mixed with, being a little bit high.
Sure. Oh, right.
And I was like, you look bad. And he was like, yeah, I actually don't feel that good. And I was like, well, I'll go get your lunch, whatever. We like sat at the lunch table. He puts his head down. He like barely eats anything and head on the tray. Everyone else is like, well, we're going to go back on roller coasters. I was like, okay, I guess I'll babysit. And I was like, are you ready to go on rides? And he was like, let's just walk around for a little bit. It's like, okay.
Give him a minute and a Sprite maybe. Like,
So we went and found this like pizza parlor at Six Flags. And he was like, let's go in here. And I'm just going to sit for a sec. And I was like, for sure. He falls asleep.
Right.
And I was like, okay,
Is this
whatever.
like Six Flags in like Gurney, Illinois? Yeah.
You bet your
We've
ass.
all had the same experience. Yeah.
And so he sleeps for like an hour. I'm just like sat there watching the news, but I felt bad for him because it was his birthday and he got into Cronsage. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to wake him up. And he was like, all right, I'm feeling a lot better. The color had started to come back to his face.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, let's go on some rides.
Right.
We're walking back to go meet up with our friends and we passed like a funnel cake place. And I love funnel cake. And James was like, let's get some funnel cake.
Sure.
And so he was like, you get a spot. I'm going to get in line. I sit down. I'm like watching him in the line. And I see him kind of start to look around. And I was like, oh, he's getting antsy. He darts out the side of the store and around to the back. And me and this guy who was like sweeping follow him around to the back. He is projectile vomiting all over the back of the funnel cake store.
There was something in those weed brownies that they were selling back in the day that just made you projectile vomit.
In a way you would not believe. Like it was just ricochet.
Yeah. There was something like I don't understand. Everyone has the experience of like taking a weed brownie from a guy who knew a guy.
It's gonna mess you up,
and like just like
you're gonna have the worst 18th birthday of your life.
It was your 18th birthday,
wasn't it?
No.
Yeah, end of senior year of high school.
Are you young for your age?
We're young. Oh, we didn't turn 18 until No, we were 18 when we got to high school. So anyway, that's how James got into Cronsage. Anyway.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I had a similar experience of, well, it's a little less similar, but me and my girlfriend at the time in high school, we're both trying to go to Madison and we didn't get in. Which was really an uncomfortable experience because we both opened it at the same time.
No.
And I lied and said I didn't get in.
Oh, no, you did not.
I did. I didn't know how to handle the situation. I am not good with that kind of thing. And I was like, I didn't either. And she's like, yeah. She goes, you did, didn't you? I was like, yeah, I did.
Immediately?
Yeah.
She called your shit.
She called my shit on me immediately. Yeah, 100%.
That is, you're a bad liar.
Oh, always have been. Always will be. But
okay.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
That is so funny.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm making myself cringe.
Totally.
Why do I do things?
I know. It's hard to be alive. Well, yeah, because I don't think I got in right away, or at least not as soon as James. James was a direct admit to the business school, which is so irritating. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And on top of that, he got a scholarship, full ride.
Oh,
yeah.
was he smart in high school?
Like, ish, but not crazy. That's what I'm fucking talking
ASMR,
about. Here's the thing. He was smart, but I think it was one of those things where it just kind of came easy to him.
Sure.
He didn't like school, and no offense, James, but I think he was kind of bad at college.
Sure. I mean,
College was really hard.
At college.
I have always had to try in school, and even in high school, I had to. So I think that like I was used to having to try, which made the transition not as hard. Because I've always had to study.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got my first D in college, economics. That was
micro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was so tough.
Yeah.
Loved the teacher. Whatever his name was.
Oh, did you have a woman or a man?
I think it was a guy. He would like be up at the front of the class. He was kind of like yelling. I had the class at 8 a.m., but I was like, this guy's getting me energized, but also I
had
don't
like a
know.
5'4", 70-year-old woman, and she was
okay, totally
the fucking man. She rocked.
No, and I'm like, I love what I ride for whatever you guys are saying, but I am going to get a D in this class.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I went into college, like coming from high school. I was like, never studied in high school. I was like very high on my I was like going into college like I'm probably the smartest person in the world. Yeah. Like I have it all figured out, and I'm also a genius. Yeah. You know, I got a 3 on my AP biology exam. Basically a fucking genius.
Yeah.
And then I got to college and realized I knew nothing. I never learned how to study.
No, I know.
And like, you know, the AP calculus course I took that I got a 0 on the AP, like actually fucked me.
Totally.
So like my first semester of college, I think was like, oh no.
Yeah.
What did I think this would be?
I know. Well, now it's kind of funny too, because I'm like, do kids still need to go to college? I honestly don't know.
You know, in this day and age.
I think it's still such a good like way to be out in the world.
Yeah.
I think it's such a good social.
At what cost, though? You know?
Yeah. Well, yes, and famously like 40 grand or whatever.
You know, if you got reciprocity. You know.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. It's in state for me.
Out of state.
Right. I didn't even think about that.
See, I was out of state and dumb. So.
Yes. Right. Yeah. It sucks to have both.
It sucks to not be smart or in the state of the college you went to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is kind of crazy that that's sort of what we're paying for.
Yeah, it's like being like it's adult preschool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's young adult preschool.
That is such a good way to put it.
They put you in Madison, Wisconsin was a fantasy land. It was a fake town.
Completely.
You know, it's like State Street, like whatever. You know, it's
and like 18 to 22-year-olds run that shit.
And there's no cars on the street, and it's like State Street as it is sounds like made up. It sounds like, everyone's hanging out on State Street. It's like
So
that's
true.
what you call something if you don't want to name anything.
That's like out of the like Friday Night Lights football TV show.
Well, like down there on Main Street. Right?
Yeah.
And they just plop you in this town. And I also famously didn't know that the dorm I was going to be at was going to be co-ed.
Really?
I thought it was floor by floor. Until the day I moved in.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I was like, oh.
You're like, oh, why is my RA a woman?
Why? That didn't even, but it was like girl. And
we're everywhere.
I was like, oh.
You're surrounded.
And like similarly, you know, I'm the youngest and my sisters are like a little bit older than me. So like I was basically an only child from, 14 through 18.
Yeah.
So like I had my own bathroom. I had, like...
It's easy to get used to the finer things in life,
isn't it? The finer things in life. And I was like, am I supposed to just walk back from the shower in a towel? There are women here. Yeah, like, there are, like... And you know what's even worse than the women being here is the buff guys who are also walking back from the bathroom with no shirt on. It's like, how am I to...
How do we compare?
I didn't have to compete like that in high school. It's like this, like fucking Adonis is walking down the hall, and I'm
completely
right behind him in my Target, pilly ass fucking towel.
I can picture it now.
That I haven't washed since I arrived.
Yeah, it's crusty.
Yeah. God, it was so embarrassing. I remember like asking one of the girls on our floor, who was it? I can't remember her name. She was on our floor. She was on the other side. I asked her to a formal.
Oh, okay.
And I was so nervous to do it. And I somehow found the time to ask her as I was leaving the shower. And this wasn't like I was like yeah, I'm going to ask her. I was just like, here's my chance.
Now's the time.
Now's the time. I haven't asked anyone to anything.
And she said yes?
And she was like, yeah, that sounds fun. And then,
Well, fuck yeah.
And then, hooked up with another brother, on that frat event.
Right, of course.
Which, like, good for her.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to find your way in, ultimately.
But that was just, like, such a terrifying experience. Like, I didn't realize people were wearing flip-flops in the shower. Like, I didn't realize that until, like, a little bit too late. Like,
I kind of gave up on the flip-flop game pretty fast because flip-flops gross me out equally as much as the gross floor.
Once I got Crocs, it kind of it was better for me at that point.
I should have done that. I remember specifically the day that there was a giant cockroach in the only shower, because also on our floor there was, of the 3 or 4 showers that were in there, only one of them ever got hot. So like that was the one you really wanted.
There were more than 3, or there was like 5 or 6 showers, weren't there?
I feel like there were like 4.
I can't even remember.
Like there were 3 on this side and then like 1 right here, right by the door.
You might be right.
But yeah, and then there was a day that the only hot shower had like the biggest cockroach you have ever seen, just sort of planted firmly in the bottom.
Where just inescapably in the middle of everything,
Yeah.
That's it. It's like we just lived like that. That's just what you did. That was your life. It's not. I remember my parents coming to visit me. I think it was my junior year, and I was like living on the lake at the lodge, and my parents like came to visit, and when they showed up, like the people were putting in the pier, and people were like tanning and like all this stuff. And it was like, this isn't real life.
Yeah.
Like, you're living in a fantasy land. None of this will continue, and it will never be like this again.
Totally.
And I'm being like, shh. And I graduated, I'm like, fuck.
I know.
He was right.
No, Madison
That's
is
as
a
good
fake
as
place.
it gets. It's a fantasy land. It's a town full of nonsense people.
Totally.
Like it's nonsense.
It is crazy.
It is a strip of land between 2 bodies of water that frankly should be 1 body of water.
Straight up.
And it's filled with 2 types of people. Grad students or hippies.
So true.
Or children.
That is kind of Madison's whole thing.
It's this whole thing. And it's...
What was your progression of where you lived post freshman year?
I went Sellery to basically Camp Randall, right next to the stadium on Regent Street. Mickey's?
Yes, of course.
I lived right across the street.
Okay.
And then mine was weird too, because right after that I started subletting.
Okay.
Because it was significantly cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know where I went after. I started subletting at a place like near Capitol Market on Mifflin.
Yep.
And then I moved near the Capitol, and then I moved to the Lodge.
Okay. Junior year, or
I'd have to look.
You bounced around.
I bounced around a lot.
Yeah.
I usually did like a semester somewhere, and then I didn't own anything. I didn't have a bed. I had a futon.
Yeah, classic.
I was just bouncing around. And I also just tried to like live at the lake as much as I could.
Yeah.
It's like the sunsets were awesome.
They were so awesome.
I just lived for the sunsets.
Mm-hmm.
There was this time. I'm going to tell a fun story here. So there was one time I was living on the lake, and I took a little bit of a hallucinogenic drug. And
awesome.
I was totally by myself. I was just like living at the lake, and I was like, I'm going to, I had the day off work. I remember for some reason. They're like, don't come in today.
God love when that happens.
And this crazy storm blew over Madison, and it was like, beautiful. And I'm by myself. I'm listening to like Bon Iver probably, or some like sad boy shit like that, trying to work through something.
Of course, naturally.
And this like crazy storm blew over the lake, and I was just like watching it. It was beautiful. And then the storm passed, and I ran outside because I wanted to watch the sunset that happened to be right at the end of the storm. So I set up like a folding chair, and I'm still like kind of like tripping a little bit. And at this moment, the clouds parted in like just such a beautiful way, and like I got hit with this ray of sunshine, and I was like, oh my God,
you're the chosen one.
it's God. like like I'm talking to God, and I'm like what do you want from me? And after a while, I realized I was just staring at the fucking sun.
With your eyeballs?
Badly burned. For
No way.
For like 48 hours, I could not see.
No.
I had to go to the doctor. And they were like, what happened? I was like,
holy shit.
I took a drug and stared at the sun for 25 minutes. Because I thought God was trying to communicate with me.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
It was really bad. Like my girlfriend at the time had to like help me into our home.
I am so glad that was something you could actually recover from. Do you feel like you see normal
They were
now?
like, hey, like you're really lucky that you didn't do permanent damage to your. And they're like, why were you staring at the sun? I was like,
well, have you seen it? It's gorgeous.
Because God was talking to me, like, or what?
Yeah, he was speaking directly
to me.
Directly
to me. I was the chosen one in that moment. A wild tempest blew across Mendota.
That's crazy. Oh my God, that's nuts. That would be so scary to have that realization of sort of like, oh, I actually can't see.
Oh, I actually can't see anymore.
Yeah.
And then I had to like crawl back into bed and like put like a damp towel over my eyes because I thought I had done irreparable damage. And I'm like, I can't call 911. I'm on acid.
What
like,
will I say?
What will I say? So my college girlfriend had to drive me to the hospital.
Oh my God. Well, God bless her. That's crazy.
And you know what? I got glasses this year. So
these are your first classes?
These are my first glasses.
Wow.
These are my first glasses. These are prescription.
And they look amazing on you, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I am reaching a point where I think I'm going to need glasses, and I'm really sad about it because I've always prided myself on my vision. And James and I think, have always kind of been matched, eye for eye, if you will.
Sure.
And recently I'm squinting at things, and I'll be like, what does that say? And now he's having fun kind of testing me, and I'm like, yep, I don't know what it says anymore.
Yeah.
But the good thing about glasses is they are a fun accessory.
Oh, they're so much fun. I love them.
So I'm going to lean into that.
And I will say, it's only my one eye. Like I can see out of the other.
Okay.
Just like one eye decided to go bad. It is a fun accessory.
Yeah.
And B, if you're having trouble seeing, like as we speak, you're going to be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like when you're going to put on glasses and be like, I can see people's expressions.
Totally.
Like, I forgot. You don't realize how bad it is.
Well, because it happens so gradually that it's just, yeah. Okay, well, if I don't ask you about your good, bad, ugly, we'll never get there. So
I'll just run through them quick. My good is calling my alderman.
Oh my God, yes, okay.
Just a chat.
I'm obsessed. What are you guys chatting about?
So specifically, there's a car wash joint that is like about 100 yards, west of me.
Yes.
And people queue up for it just in the middle of the street.
Perfect.
So blocking the street from everyone else.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, it's half a joke, but half real life that people will just lay on their horn for 3 to 5 minutes as I'm like trying to work. So it kind of started as a joke, but now every time it happens, I'm calling my alderman.
That's awesome.
I mean, like, we got to figure out a solution here, man. What are we doing? He's like, oh, I know I've gotten other calls. And I was like, well, I've lived here for 2 years and nothing's happened. So additionally, they're building a new apartment building immediately next door to us. Just right smack dab next door to us.
Yay.
And, I don't know the full story, but I know Scabby.
No.
The giant inflatable rat that union members will put in front of construction jobs that aren't using union labor.
I don't know about Scabby.
Have you never seen Scabby?
I do not know about Scabby.
It's exactly what I described. It's a giant inflatable rat that unions will set up in front of work sites that are not using union labor.
As a protest?
As a protest,
okay.
Exactly. And it signals to other members of other unions not to work with this company.
I see.
Because they are using, So Scabby's gone up a couple times in front of this next to us. So this is my bad, is that now that construction site is operating on Sundays when the union isn't watching.
Oh, no.
So now 8 a.m. on Sunday, I'm not against people trying to get work. It's none of my business.
Totally.
But when
on the Lord's Day.
But when you're making, and it's right next door. So they bring a front loader and it's shaking the bedrock of my foundation. It's shaking me awake. I don't even hear it. My bed is vibrating. So that's my bad.
Totally.
Which I'm super not a fan of. I haven't called the alderman about that yet because
well, get him on the horn.
Well, people got to work. You know, it's not my business. If
That's
you know,
fair.
I'm just not connected enough to it. I know, you know, I don't blame the guys trying to work. I do blame the contractor using non-union labor because union labor has safety standards in place.
Absolutely.
Pro-union in this
Plus,
house.
like, they probably get healthcare and stuff.
Healthcare, job security, you know, et cetera, et cetera. And also, I have direct line of sight from my porch. I'm on the 3rd floor. They're down there. They're moving too fast and frantically for things to be safe. Like you can tell from the 100 feet away I am that they are trying to do this sneakily.
Sketchy.
It's sketchy.
And then you know the building's gonna be a flop.
It's very strange, and it's taken a very long time. And they also were like really doing a lot of work in the middle of winter. Again, I think to avoid the eye of the union.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. Every single day I look over there, there's something weird happening that doesn't happen with normal construction sites. My
That's
ugly. I forgot. Grace gave me one earlier.
Wait, funny.
And I can't remember what it was.
Wow.
It's Glen Powell again. I still hate his stupid face. Top Gun sucked. It was just fucking Star Wars again. Fuck you, Glen Powell. Also, what was his stupid movie with Sydney Sweeney?
That was the worst movie
That
I've
movie
ever seen.
sucked. He's only released bad films, and he's got a stupid face, and he's a bad actor. And I think that big pecs and a 6-pack can only carry you so far
I completely
as an
agree.
actor. You have to also be funny, and I think
I know we
plenty
can't
of
bank
people
on
have
that
made
anymore.
the transition.
It is one of those things where ultimately you have to have the charisma.
You have to be like funny then.
Yeah.
Or like
why not
it
both?
happened to plenty of people, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
Right. We're actually doing
Bradley
talking films
Cooper's
these days.
directing, Oscar nominated things now.
He's going for an EGOT.
He at one point was just hot and buff.
So true.
And now he's, you have to also be talented.
You have to level up.
Channing Tatum proved that he could be hot guy in stupid movie,
100%.
but also be hilarious in several movies, including the 21 and 22 Jump Street.
Plus, he came out as bisexual, which
he
ultimately
really?
will win you some points.
And he also, bagged Zoe Kravitz for quite some time,
Which is amazing.
who was just so hot.
100%.
Oh, that's my ugly, actually. I don't think Lenny Kravitz is that talented. I've listened to a lot of his music, and he's got 2 good songs.
Okay, and what are the 2?
I wanna get away.
Okay, yeah.
Which is a song that no one wants to hear. They just know.
So true.
Have you ever heard someone be like, hey, throw on some Lenny Kravitz? No, he's not that good. He's not that talented. He's like truly has 2 good songs, but for some reason, I know it's because he's kind of multifaceted and has been in movies and TV shows, etc.
He's so stylish as well.
And he's so stylish.
Remember the
and
big scarf era for him?
He's clearly a very cool guy.
Yeah.
But I don't think we can, just because you're a cool guy doesn't mean you're a good musician.
And that's so fair.
I think if you have 2 good songs, good for you. I don't have 2 good songs. But
right.
everyone's like, oh, Lenny Kravitz, the musician. Is he though?
Right. He's a bunch of things.
He's a lot of things. I don't think musician is the capital letter in his.
He's kind of a famous guy with a hot daughter is maybe what he is.
Good for him, man.
Yeah.
And he's in movies, and he's in. Is he in movies?
Is he in movies?
I feel like he was in Labyrinth.
He's
something.
probably in movies.
Is he in Hunger Games?
He's in Hunger Games.
Cinna, yeah, the coach.
He's Cinna?
Yeah.
Oh, loved him in that.
He is like when Lenny Kravitz shows up, I'm like, hell yeah, Lenny Kravitz. He's a cool guy.
Are you sure?
No, I think he's right. Yeah.
Okay, well that's cool.
I'm sure he's in other things too, but my point is he doesn't have that many songs.
If I had to name a Lenny Kravitz song right here, right now, I don't think I could do it. But I might not be his sort of go-to audience.
It's literally, I can only think of the one song. I want to get away.
I do. If that song came on for me for karaoke, I think I could blast it out. But
what's your go-to karaoke song?
I am doing ABBA in sort of a classic way. I am
What
doing any of them, any of the Mamma Mia soundtrack is my safe space. But I want to be clear. When I'm doing karaoke, my goal is for everyone else to sing louder than me.
If you do karaoke and you're good at singing and you do a song that showcases that you're good at singing, you're not doing karaoke. You're a pick me.
Yeah.
Like, no, you can't do... If you're good at singing, you can do karaoke.
Totally.
But you have to do a song that is clearly not your style.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Robin's... I've been drinking. I'm in the corner watching you kiss her.
Maybe I knew that actually about you. I feel like I know that you love that song. I fucking love that song.
Yeah. It's like truly what I might actually be my favorite song of all time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great song.
Fucking love that song.
Okay, well, and am I right in saying that you sort of are newer to pop music?
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
I mean, relative. It's been a lot of years, but I'm like super into pop. I used to never be.
Yeah.
I'm huge into pop music. I think actually, you want to know my actual good is? I think Lorde's latest album was a masterpiece.
I think so. I saw it in concert.
And I don't think it got any love at all. I don't think it got a Grammy nomination. I thought it was her best work and the best. I think it got a little outshined because I think Short and Sweet and also the Tortured Poets Society came out the same year, which is rough. To release an album during that sort of album.
Nobody wants to be doing anything around the same time as Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, I thought Lorde released an amazing album, and also while we're on the subject, Lux by Rosalia was the best album I've ever fucking heard.
Okay, hell yeah.
And it didn't get any love.
Yeah.
It got so overshadowed. I thought Berghain was a masterpiece.
Okay.
Divination was incredible.
See, we have some friends who are really into it. It was a song for me that I was like, she is doing her fucking thing, but this isn't a song I'm going to return to a lot.
Berghain was the worst song on the album.
Okay.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought Lux by Rosalia was like a masterpiece of pop music. I thought it was so cool. And I was like, why wasn't this a bigger deal?
Well, and I feel like she cannot do right by her fans. Like, whenever she goes in a route, when she goes, because this is like the kind of music that she was kind of making initially, and it's like so almost opera or like, yeah.
And I never heard that in pop music before.
Yeah.
Because I had never listened to her prior.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about her.
Well, and then she went a little bit more mainstream or whatever, and like that's how I heard her first. And I
didn't know she was a rapper.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I'd never heard anything by her. I saw like a TikTok with Berghain on it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
I mean, it is crazy.
New artist?
Yeah. But I know, and then whatever she does, like, I just feel like no one's happy. And she's amazing. Like, those songs are, from a talent standpoint, are just insane.
There's like 13 languages on the album or something
crazy.
Like that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I have yet to learn Spanish.
I've listened to a lot of Bad Bunny in the last couple months.
Of course.
I thought his most recent album was incredible.
Yeah,
like
same.
Absolutely fantastically incredible.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of his stuff before that.
That's fair.
It's a little too repetitive for like.
He's so good in his native language.
Again, I think his most recent album was like a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And deserved every single Grammy it won. I thought DTMF was like one of the most beautiful songs I've heard in a very long time.
Fuck yeah.
But I think his 4 previous albums are a little bit like over and over again. I understand that's the Latin beat.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing I have with a lot of music today. I hate like the trap.
It's everywhere, isn't it?
It's like you can do that, but it can't be every single song in the album.
I know.
It's got to not like they can't.
Let's tell more of a story.
Let's tell a little bit more of a holistic story.
Yeah.
Don't know how we got here, but
did you watch the Super Bowl?
I did. I thought his performance was like unbelievable. I wish he did DTMF.
I know.
He did kind of at the end, and I do kind of respect his way of being like, fuck you.
Totally.
I'm not doing what you want.
I know.
I thought it was so cool. I loved
it. Felt shorter to me than other Super Bowl halftime performances.
They always do.
Yeah.
They're 12 minutes long. Like historically, they're 12 minutes, which is like the length of 3 songs, and they cut their songs in half.
I know, everyone's doing sort of mashups. Yeah.
Which I thought it was like unbelievable. The J Balvin came out. I thought Lady Gaga was out of left field, but like Gaga till it die. I mean, I love her. I thought her Grammys performance was like so cool.
Yeah, like, she's incredible. She continues to just sort of level up every time.
Every time she releases music, I'm blown away that someone can be that talented.
I know.
I think she is likely one of like the greatest. Like I'm not even like a huge stan of her music where I'll say like I'm super, but every time she releases an album, I'm like, you are doing pop music in a way that I've never heard it before.
She's always ahead of the curve.
Abracadabra was like, holy shit, you know, how old is she now? How long has she been releasing music?
I know.
And she's still able to release a song that's like, whoa.
She's constantly changing the game.
It's like, it's catchy and interesting and like scary.
Yeah.
They're always kind of like a little scary.
She's a little scary.
She's like terrifying.
Yeah.
I love her to death. I think she's just so cool.
I think so too.
I thought her performance at the Grammys was like so sick.
Do you watch award shows most of the time?
I always catch them on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the rest of it, but you know, it usually Grace throws it on in the background and I'm playing Zelda Breath of the Wild or whatever.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, I love Lady Gaga. I think she's so sick. I'm doing Rolling Stones magazine releases a list of its top 500 albums of like the.
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
So I've been very slowly working my way from 500 to 1.
Yeah.
And I'm at like 425 right now, so I've made it through 70.
Yeah.
So like I had never listened to art pop or what.
Okay.
I had never listened to her like albums. So like obviously I've heard, you know, she's everywhere always, but I didn't like listen to her
on
albums.
Purpose. Yeah, going
like,
through discography.
And listen to her. It's like you forget that she is the most talented person alive today.
I know.
You know, like she produces her own music, she writes her own music, she's playing the instruments on her music. It's like,
and she's just like never afraid to break the mold, which I think is so fucking cool.
She just like doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like she couldn't care less.
Yeah.
She knows she's talented and awesome. And like
she's right.
And she's right. like I've never been like a stan of hers, but like in the last year I've just been like, oh, she kind of shaped everything.
Yes, 100%.
All of pop and even like rock music.
Yeah.
You know, there's sort of this art rock movement with is like kind of, and it's all her. You know, she did all of it. She's like
her impact.
And then and by the way, she's got an album with Tony Bennett.
Totally.
Because she also is like a crooner.
Yeah.
Like, for sure. Like,
I know, and I think it's
multifaceted, incredible.
Yeah.
Talented, you know, what do you call it? She's never been problematic. She's never like
so true.
She's just like from the top. She's just the best. Like,
well, and I always kind of love when somebody who is such an amazing singer, like you said, she can croon if she wants to. Like, not all of her music is always about that, and I think that that's cool because it would be such an easy thing to lean on.
So boring if she was always just like, oh,
100%.
That lady was a tramp, which is like one of her songs. Like, her like Grammy winning hit this year was like a house music song.
Yeah. Like, she can do it all.
She's always somewhere between like crazy techno, scary monster shit.
Totally.
And also the most beautiful music you've ever heard. She's always like towing the line between those two things. The catchiest shit, the scariest shit, and the most beautiful shit. And she somehow lives in the middle of that Venn diagram all the time.
And then she'll like perform the songs in a dress made out of meat. And it's like, what are you talking about?
Even this last one, like she like the crazy camera movements and like how she's able to like play an instrument and like belt while standing still.
Totally.
She's like screaming lyrics.
Yeah.
Standing perfectly still. Like, I don't know how you do that. That's so cool.
A lot of breath work.
A lot of breath work. I'm sure she doesn't smoke.
So true. That must help.
I'm sure she's like sober. Like I don't know that, but I assume she's like just this, you know.
Sometimes if you care about your craft enough, you're willing to make those sacrifices.
You're willing to make those sacrifices and just be like the best at it ever. Yeah. For 3 decades or like 2, you know. When did her first album come out? 2008?
I mean, we had to be in like middle school, right?
I think so. I think like, what was her like first big hit?
I don't even know.
I'm blanking, but I remember being in middle school. Like, how do you stay so talented and relevant for so long?
I know, and like if anything, she's maybe gotten more mainstream. Not even in like a. She's not changing what she's doing. I think the world is just accepting her more, which is so cool.
Because she was doing it first.
Yeah.
And now people are into it.
Right.
You know, with all this kind of music now, you know.
Well, something that
she
James
was singing
and I
in French, you know. She was
so
doing,
true.
She was doing all that, you know, Brian, everything.
Something James and I talk about all the time is how there's no more like real mainstream anymore, and that's kind of like why everybody can be cool now is because like there are so many opportunities to have like niche pockets and communities, and those interests can really take off because all those people can actually find each other.
I was arguing with a guy about this. I played a show at Garcia's, which is his new bar, and there's this real like blues guy who'd been doing the blues forever, and we were opening, he was headlining.
Fun.
And this is a real like old blues guy. He was probably 6 years old.
I love that.
But we were talking in the green room, and I was just, and he's like, no one's ever been big as Michael Jackson. I was like, Taylor Swift.
Totally.
And now we're in a fight. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm not trying to be like annoying.
An old blues guy doesn't want to hear that.
An old blues guy, and you know what? Who am I? Like, but I'm like, dude, like, he's like, there are people in like, he quotes from me. He's like, there's people in huts in Africa who knew Michael Jackson. I was like, yeah, man, because that's all there was.
Yeah. So exactly.
Like, and now we have the internet.
Yeah.
So every niche interest of every individual person, there can be a mega celebrity.
Yeah.
But somehow Taylor Swift stays the mega celebrity of all niche and interests.
Yeah.
And he's like, never be as big as Michael Jackson. I'm like, dude, like,
I know, totally.
Like, I'm not even like a huge Taylor Swift stan. Like, I like her stuff, but like, she's.
Well, I think the fact that we do have access to everything now and she is still so famous just kind of shows like the only thing, like you said, was Michael Jackson.
And he goes like, well, Michael Jackson had more record sales. Yeah, no one buys records anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
They're streaming. Like, that's not how everything is different now. The internet came around and every metric you measure success by doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, at all.
It's like there are a million niche interests and a million famous people in every niche interest that there is on the internet.
Yeah.
And somehow Taylor Swift is top of mind for most people 24/7.
She rides above it all constantly.
Constantly. She is absolutely, undeniably more famous than Michael Jackson.
Totally.
I know that is annoying to every boomer in the world because they're like, no one will ever be. Like, she is though.
Yeah.
And granted, it's the thing that like when people die at their prime, they stay famous forever.
Yeah, so true.
You know, it's the Amy Winehouses, the Kurt Cobains, the Jimi Hendrixes. They died before they could ever release bad music.
So true.
You know, God rest their souls. I'm not.
Yeah.
But it's like they died at their prime.
Yeah.
So, you know, they never got to be bad.
Totally. And everyone mourned them harder.
Because they're at the height. Guess what? Taylor Swift just keeps releasing hit albums.
Yeah.
You know, like she doesnof need to die in her prime
can't
because
miss.
she just keeps releasing one album. Even what was her most recent album? Life of a Showgirl.
Yeah.
Was her worst album.
Yeah.
I think arguably ever.
I think so too.
And it's still getting massive radio play.
Totally.
You know, Life of Ophelia and Opalite are still in the lexicon.
Well, and even if she releases kind of a flop, she's always going to make sure it has a couple hits.
Absolutely. She's trying something a little bit.
Yeah.
And I really did like this album.
She's also putting out so much music so frequently and so fast that it's like there's no way they're all going to be amazing.
Yeah, and I would
Nobody
argue
can
I would
write that
argue
much
too
great music.
fast.
Yeah.
Like my biggest thing was her, it's like, girl, take a minute.
Well, it is kind of like
take
you
6
can't
years.
have even had a new experience to make an album that you care about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, how long was it between Harry Styles albums? It's like 4 or 5 years.
Yes.
Learn some things.
Yeah.
Get some, you know.
Have some new fucking material.
Yeah, whatever you release, I'm going to listen to.
Yeah.
But you know, when Tortured Poet Society is about Maddie Healy, and then, you know, what is Life of a Showgirl's about, I don't know. But
Travis Kelce.
It just feels like there wasn't enough life lived between those two things.
No.
Because you start dating Travis Kelce right after Maddie Healy. I just speaking of Maddie Healy, 1975 takes a full 4 years between their albums.
Totally.
And I think they only get better. I love the 1975.
So does he.
They might actually be my favorite band in the world.
I don't listen to them a ton. I should start more.
Try it. I think Notes on... I don't know the names of their albums because they're too long. What is it? You look so beautiful when you sleep.
Full sentences.
And it's like Notes on conditional forms of online conversation. I don't know. I just know that I've never met a 1975 song that I haven't wanted to listen to. I love Matty Healy, and I don't know what they did, but I'm on his team when it comes to I know he's a piece of shit.
You're on his side.
God, does he produce some good music? Be it actively through his own work or passively through Taylor Swift's work.
Totally. Maybe your low grade rebellious act could be pirating his music specifically.
That would be, honestly. The problem is though, he'd probably root you on. He'd be like, yeah,
so true.
Steal my shit.
Yeah, that's
like,
so
absolutely.
true.
Don't pay for that.
Yeah. And then at the end of the day, it's not rebellious anymore.
Because he faked you out entirely.
Okay, well, I could talk to you forever, but if I don't ask you this question, then you'll be here.
Well, I did my good, bad, and my ugly.
You'll have to pay rent. No, my last question for you.
Oh.
Is your hater mode activated today?
No, I feel like I've been the opposite. I've just been.
You're gushing.
I'm gushing over every pop artist right now.
Okay, well, so then you're not, and that's awesome. Sometimes it's not going to be.
I try and avoid my hater mode at all points.
Yeah,
I get deep into it, and then I get sad.
I know it's easy to get sucked in, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You're being positive today.
I'm trying to be positive.
It's the pop music is what it is.
It's the pop music entirely.
I think that mine honestly isn't activated today either. I had an awesome day.
Great day. Thank you for James for the, hold on, pasta vodka.
Pasta alla vodka.
Sure.
Yeah, it kind of was awesome.
We didn't do, my intention of this was to, get hammered. I got close. But I wanted to be taking shots and get kind of messy with it all.
Okay.
I'm glad we didn't.
We can do that sometime.
I'm sure someday we will.
What's your shot of choice?
Whatever you got.
Because I can if I can't do that if it's something gross, but I think if it was something that went down
mine's
easy.
Jameson generally.
Okay, that's messed up.
Have you ever had a shot of Jameson?
For sure, on St. Patrick's
Jameson
Day or something.
Jameson is sweet and smooth. I think people think Jameson whiskey. Ew, really next time you want a shot, try a shot. And it's sweet. It's very.
Is it?
It's candy sweet.
I am so not a whiskey person.
I don't
Fireball.
like shots of Jameson because they're too sweet.
Okay, interesting.
Give it a shot.
We can consider that. Jameson Pod. Are you Irish? Your last name is so Irish, but you don't look super Irish.
I'm super Polish. I'm an absolute poser.
Okay.
My name is Mickey O'Donnell, and I play Irish music, mostly Polish.
And that'll happen.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Do you claim the identity?
100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys are doing another one of those cool things really soon, aren't you?
This Saturday. I was gonna invite you guys, but you're going to the DR.
We're gonna be gone. I need to go to one of those unbelievably bad.
We'll do more. We'll certainly be doing.
I've never been to that bar.
It's a great bar.
I think I will feel like I'm being wrapped in a warm hug the second I step inside there.
It very much feels like that.
And I can't wait.
You drink 3 Guinness and
it sounds
listen
awesome.
To, tell me, Mom, when I go home, the boys won't leave. It's a great time.
Heaven is what that is. Well, thanks for coming on the pod.
Thanks. Thanks for having me. We are gonna do this again, and it is gonna be
we're gonna get messed up. We're gonna get canceled.
We're gonna get James is gonna be now we're done, and Grace is gonna have to get me home. That's the next time we do this. We're gonna get so drunk it's gonna be a problem. All right.
That sounds awesome.
I love it. All right.
I think that sounds good, and then we put that one behind a paywall.
Smart. Patreon. Yeah. We'll go Patreon. We put it on OnlyFans, but the legit serious purpose of OnlyFans of pay me for my work.
Yeah. Paying subscribers only. But seriously, guys, thanks for listening. And thank you, Mickey, for coming on. And we'll chat with you guys again next week.